to my channel. In the last session, we have seen about the JavaScript operators, that is arithmetic operator and assignment operators. In this session, we will look for the comparison operator and logical operators. Let's get started. Comparison operator. Comparison operators are used to compare two values and determine the relationship between them. These operators return a Boolean value, either true or false, which means that whenever comparison operators compares one operand from the another operand and returns the result in the form of Boolean value, that is either true or false. In this we have different types: equal to, strictly equal to, not equal to, strictly not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to. Now first we'll see for the equal to. Equal to checks if the values of two operands are equal or not. Here num1 is one operand and num2 is another operand. Now if I'll run this, then I'll get the output in the Boolean form as false. Why? Because 5 is not equals to 10. So it gives us false. Next, strictly equal to. Strictly equal to checks if the values of the operands are same and they are of the same data type, which means that it checks if 5 is equals to 10 and also additionally checks that 5 and 10 are of the same data types or not. So now if I'll run this, then I'll get the output as receive the output as false. Why? Because 5 is not equals to 10 and both are of same data type, but the values are different. So we'll get false. Next, not equal to checks if the values are not equal to or not. Then for an example, if I run this, then I'll get the output as true. Why? Because 5 is not equals to 10. Strictly not equal to is same as to equal to, but here it checks only not equal to. Greater than checks if the num1 operand is greater than num2 or not. So if I'll run this, then I'll get the output as false. Why? Because 5 is less than 10. So we are getting the output as false. Less than works similar, checks the first operand is less than num2 or not. So now if I run this, then I'll get the output as true. Why? Because 5 is less than 10. Similarly, greater than equal to, less than equal to. Greater than equal to checks if 5 is greater than or equals to num2 or not. Here in greater than equal to, if one condition is true. For an example, I am showing you that greater than equal to. Now I am changing the num2 value to 5. So if I'll run this, then I'll get the output as true. Why? Because num5 is equal to num2, greater than and equal to num2. So we'll get the output as true. Same for less than and equal to. These were the comparison operators. Let me comment this now. And we will see for the logical operator. Let me uncomment. In logical operator, we have three types: logical and, logical or, and logical not. Logical and condition is that it checks the first condition and the second condition is true, then only it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Logical or checks for if one condition is true, another condition is false, then it returns true. Logical not checks that it is reverse. If the condition is true, then the output it gives us false. If the condition is false, then the output it gives us true. This is reverse order, vice versa. So these were the operators that we have learned today. Now I'll give an example for the logical and. So now if I'll run this, then I'll get the output as false. Why? Because 10 is less than 20. This is true, but 10 is equals to 20. No. So logical and operator works on only one condition, that is both the conditions should be true. Now for the logical or, if I'll run this, then I'll get the output as true. Why? Because first condition is true, second condition is false. Any one condition is true, right? So we are getting the output as true. Same for the logical not. So in the next video, we will look about the remaining operators. Till then, take care.